What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610 and today we have our Banlist Prediction for April of 2015. So, on these ban lists, I try to think like Konami does. It's not necessarily a wish list thing for me. I know some people think that on their ban list, and a lot of Banlist Prediction videos are just kind of, these are the cards I want to see come back. And I'll admit, I have two cards on here that are really unlikely, but yeah, I would still like to see them at least come back to one, and you can probably already guess what they're going to be. But anyway, let's get on with this ban list, alright? First off, cards I think they're going to get banned. Nothing. I don't think anything's going to get banned. I know some people are thinking Snatch Steal might. I don't think so. Konami really hasn't been, bringing cards back and then instantly banning them the next format. So I don't think that's going to get hit. Cards limited to one. Crush Card Virus. It's coming back in Premium Gold 2. I feel like that's if anything on this list, I feel like that's the one that I can guarantee people that's going to happen. That's the one I feel the safest staying on this prediction. And you never know with Konami on this, but I mean, honestly, it coming back to one makes sense because with it being in Premium Gold 2, obviously, I mean, they're reprinting the card. That pretty much confirms it, I feel like. And then with the new effect and everything too, yeah, I think we're going to see it back at one. The other cards that got their effect changes for the OCG, no idea on them. I didn't know really if I should put them on this list or not. If they come back in Premium Gold or something sometime soon, then yeah, I think they'll all return at one, and that means like Rain Destruction, Chaos Emperor Dragon, all those cards coming back. But since we haven't heard anything about them coming back at all, yeah, I think it's really unlikely to see them on this list. So just for now, I'm going to say Crush Card Virus, and the others maybe. It just depends on if they're even getting reprinted. After that, we have Sacrifice. I think Cleaforts are going to get hit on this list somehow, and that's a card I feel like that's going to get hit. I mean, you could also say Cleafort Scout, but Sacrifice is a pretty strong card for them, and I would think if anything, they would probably just go for that. I know even some people are saying like Skill Drain stuff too. I don't really think Skill Drain's going to get hit. I don't think it would get hit at all. I think the thing, it would be, if anything for Cleaforts, I think it would be one of their direct support cards like Sacrifice or Cleafort Scout. And I'm going to say I'm going to lean more towards Sacrifice over Scout on this one. And it's been long enough too for Cleaforts, and they're not really going to see any kind of new support, I guess, for a while. So I think if anything, they're going to hit somehow on this list. And they're not really making money for Konami anymore. And you kind of have to think about that on Banlist Predictions anyway. Okay, what's new releases? That's why you're not going to see anything Necrol's on this list, because they just came out. Konami's not going to hit them. It's a thing they always do. I mean, it's just obvious that they do that. They might do something different this time. I don't know. Again, Konami's crazy. They do some weird stuff. But if we're going by what they've done in the past, we're not going to see Necrol's on this list. We're going to see some of the past stuff like possibly Burning Abyss, some Cleaforts, and things like that. After that, we have Fire Lake of the Burning Abyss. I can see this card being the one they would hit for Burning Abyss if they're going to hit anything. I know some people have said Dante. I don't think Dante is really going to get hit. If anything, it'd be Fire Lake. Fire Lake is a really scary card. It does a lot for Burning Abyss, being able to destroy cards on the field and everything so easy, and it really doesn't affect you at all as a Burning Abyss player. So I could see them at least limiting it, hitting it in some way, and limiting it to one seems to make the most sense, or at least to me. Then we have Windup Carrier Zen Mighty. I think on this list, and you'll notice that kind of theme with this list anyway, kind of bringing back support for older archetypes. And I think bringing Zen Mighty to one, yeah, I don't think it's really going to do just a ton for Windups. I mean, they're still missing a lot of other cards too, but it would kind of cut them a break, I think it could at least bring it back to one. At least bring Zen Mighty to one. I don't think that sounds too crazy, and would help out Windup players. Now here are my two wish list things, and again, you guys probably know exactly what I'm going to say on both of these. Alright, the first one, Dragon Ravine. I find this unlikely because of number 95 and Dragon Rollers. I wish it would just work for Dragoonides on there, because Dragoonides really need it, but it's unfortunate that it helps out so many other things that are really overpowered. So I would say it's unlikely because of that. It's more of a wish list thing because I would like to see it at least return to one. I'm not even saying bring it back to 2 or 3. I'm saying just 1. And it would help out Dragoonid players, and of course, Dragoonids are my favorite archetype, so of course I'm going to say that. You guys know me on that. That's why I'm saying it's unlikely, but if I have to have a wish list thing on here, it's going to be Dragon Ravine. And then the other one that I always see in the comments if there's ever an Elemental Hero video, it is bring back Stratos. Elemental Hero Stratos, back to 1. I'm thinking this probably won't happen, honestly, because it didn't happen on the last list. Because that was the best time to do it, because you had the structure deck coming out and everything, and if Konami really wanted to get that structure deck selling, bring back Stratos to 1, that would have made a lot more sense back then. Yes, Elemental Heroes have enough searching stuff, I agree. And I'm just kind of wondering what Konami's going to do on it, because I think Stratos will eventually come back. I don't know if it would be this list, it could be next list, you never know, but I think it will come back eventually. It's just kind of a matter of when. Cards that are going back to 2, this is what I think, and we have Thunder King Rio. I think Rio will slowly come back to 3 for us. And I think they're going to do the whole thing like Tsukiyomi and like Goyo Guardian and other things too, where we're going to start seeing them, it's at 1 for Rio, and then it will go to 2, and then maybe next list or list after we'll see it at 3, or, eventually. But bringing back a card that's anti-meta and everything, I think is something that could really help out, and at least bringing it back to 2. I don't feel like I'm even being crazy saying bringing it back to 2. If I said 3, then I could understand people being like, what, really? But I think at least back to 2 is nothing too crazy to ask for. Rescue Rabbits. Why not? There's so many decks out there that can instantly go for an XC monster without any trouble. Yes, back then, Rescue Rabbit's crazy. It's still, I'm not calling it weak now, but, back then it was a little bit crazier because it was an instant XC. But XCs have been around for a long time now, and there are a lot of decks that can do that now, just instantly. There's so many different archetypes that can do that now. Every archetype just about can do that, that's come out since XC monsters. So why not at least give them 2 Rescue Rabbits? It can help out a lot of different decks too, kind of give them a chance. It helps out Gym Knights, of course, Dino Rabbits. I know Gym Knight's kind of random, but that's what I used it in a lot. And Evil Swarms. There's so many different things they could kind of help out, give them a break on there, and I could see it come back to at least 2. And next up, Insector Dragonfly and Insector Hornet. Yeah, I think these will eventually be brought back. I thought they would come back last list, honestly, but they didn't, so it was kind of surprising. I think they'll at least be brought back to 2. I mean, come on, give Insectors a little bit of their cards back too. It's the same thing, it's the same thing as with Windups, it's the same thing as with Rescue Rabbit, where, yes, they were crazy back then, but now, since the game's changed a lot, I think we kind of cut them a break and let them kind of come back. So, I'm just thinking that we should give some of these older archetypes a chance and bring back some of their cards. So that's why I'm saying for Dragonfly and Hornet to come back to 2 wouldn't be too crazy, and could, like I said, maybe make it where we could see Insectors again. And the last card I have is Bottomless Trap Hole. Yeah, I think out of all the trap cards that got hit to 1, Bottomless has the most chance of coming back to at least 2. I would like Compulse to be brought back to 2, honestly, out of everything, so that's like my favorite trap card to use. But Bottomless is a really great card still, and we need some of our trap cards back. I mean, we lost a lot of really good trap cards, a lot of staple trap cards. So why not at least get Bottomless back to 2? It seems the most likely out of all of them, and I can see that happening. And then now, cards going back to 3. This is what I think. First off, we have Gorge. I think Gorge is going to be one of those cards that's going to slowly kind of come back. And I can see it come back to 3 pretty easily on this list. And then next up, Goyo Guardian. Kind of the same argument, really. I don't think it was crazy to bring it to 2. Kind of random, really, because I think most people would only run one of them anyway. So I think, again, it will go to 3, just like the others. Kind of like I said, the Tsukiyomi effect, I think I called it before. Where you're just going to slowly see the card come back. And the last card I have is Heretic Seal of Convocation. I could see this card coming back, but I could also see it not coming back because of number 95. Number 95 is going to be kind of a deciding thing for Dragons if there's going to be anything hit on this list or coming back on this list, I feel like. So it's kind of the same idea like on Dragon Ravine, where I would like to see this card come back to help Heretics, but it can also be scary because number 95 is coming out. But yeah, it's not really a wish list thing, but it's something I feel kind of random on, and I think that could possibly come back anyway. And there you go, that is my prediction. Yeah, you never know with Konami on this list. I could have everything wrong on this list. I could have a few things right. You just never know. It's kind of a fun thing. And I want to know what you guys think on this list. If you agree with me on some of these, do you disagree? Like I said, I don't expect people to really agree with me on the Stratos and Ravine of all things. I kind of was wondering if I should put them on the list or not, but like I said, I wanted to have a wish list thing. I see so many people putting things that they want on the ban list, so I will admit, those are more wish lists. The other ones I can actually see happening. So tell me what you guys think on this, and also what you would like to see return on this ban list, or get banned, or whatever, what you would like to see on this upcoming ban list. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and of course, I will catch you guys later. See ya. Hope you guys have enjoyed my latest video. Be sure to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, as well as check out my other 2 channels, CyberKnight Games for Let's Plays, and also CyberKnight CCG for Card Fight Vanguard openings. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.